Dire Team ban. Evil geniuses turn to ban. Dire Team ban. Evil geniuses turn to ban. Dire Team ban. Evil geniuses turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back to Stream B. We've got game number 2 of EG and Aster set to get underway. Aster taking the first game in this BO3 series in stunning fashion.
Yes, that might come to a shock to any of you that left 5 minutes in thinking, wow, I'm going to watch the other stream because this game's over.
Yep.
It wasn't. Turned out, believe it or not.
I mean, we were right there with you. We kind of thought it was going to be over as well, but Aster kept their cool. Yeah. They brought it back, and through a scrappy mid-game, they were able to take a win. So let's see what happens in game number 2. Our draft is already underway, so let's hop on into it. I guess the real question, Trent, is will EG be able to wipe off that last game? That's maybe not the most tilting of losses, but certainly not a good one.
Well, and how much of it was really a draft issue? I don't think any of it was a draft issue.
No.
If I'm referencing anything there, I feel like, you know, they definitely had the keys to win that game.
Absolutely.
And they drove the car off the cliff or something. I'm not sure what happened there. Something went wrong with the keys. Either way, but remaining. At this point, the Phoenix will once again be picked up from Team Aster. Can't really blame them on that one. Bubka playing quite well. Can also be handed over to Fenrir if it can look more appropriate in the 5 role.
Early Weaver pick for EG. We talked about how weak the carry pool is right now.
Yeah.
Weaver, one of the few that can still kind of stand on his own 2 legs.
And also
4 legs.
Very versatile in roles. It can be a 3, it can be a 4. Even without the drow, we've been seeing support Weavers.
Dire team
very good. And that's just because the Tiny's been banned out. So it essentially replaces the Tiny, and they will still once again go. And they have 2 heroes already quite good against the.
Yep.
Also very strong.
I guess confident in the way the Terrorblade went last game. It was sort of a tough run for Arteezy. A lot of crowd controls coming his way, but I guess that's one of the good things about Terrorblade. Terrorblade is if you can play around it, you know they're going to put that pressure on you, right? The itemized to at least to try to deal with that. And they go right back for the LC.
Okay. I mean, XSS looked very good on the last game, and it will probably be banned when you have the Weaver, too. Because this forces the Weaver into a Link Spear. You probably don't really want to have to buy in most games, right? You want to be really aggressive like Diffusals and Dragonlance and maybe a BKB, but now at this point, it would have been banned for sure. So I like this decision. And will EG even bother to ban out the Ogre if it ends up looking good? Aster can still just go back for that. Quite fine.
Blinkins isn't the worst thing in the world for a Weaver.
Yeah, it's okay. It just slows you down a lot. And these Weavers that aren't position 1 do not want to be slow.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, he needs to be playing really aggressively.
You want the momentum, the big damage.
Yeah, for T. Want Diffusal and fight.
Fair enough. Morphling banned out here, and the Winter Wyvern out by Aster.
10 seconds remaining.
So I think last game there was maybe a bit too much pressure on Arteezy.
5 seconds
and at least his
remaining.
hero to be the one that actually enables him to like push forward in the game and like actually gain more control. Feels like it would help if there was maybe another tower hitter or perhaps a way to set up better team fights or to counter initiate. Like they were definitely missing it on the counter initiation, especially like AoE counter initiation, like a Shaker or something like that.
Yeah,
I think would be a hero, even an Earth Spirit potentially for EG along those lines.
EG consider banning out the Void.
10 seconds remaining.
You have a Weaver, you have a TB, they banned the Dazzle.
5 seconds remaining.
I can't think of much else that would really be more valuable.
Okay.
So I think that's fair. Like, they just played it well. Silo looked really good. Show me something else, right?
Yeah. I know we've said it a few times, but it was also one of those games where the Void was playing from behind for a lot of it. So if you're able to get those good chronos, get that momentum, even when you have a bad start, if you have a normal start, it's pretty scary to think about what they could do. And Dazzle also going to be banned here by Aster.
10
So there's still like
remaining.
other safe heroes like SD, perhaps, if you go for like disruptions or something.
5
Okay,
seconds
the old
remaining.
Illusion Classic with the Terra Blade.
Yeah.
Very good against the Legion Commander.
Yeah. That.
Wyvern out. Any other save 5s they could go for?
I think just the synergy with T. Pretty sure they're picking SD. Surprised if there's anything. I mean, they could take the Ogre themselves if they felt like the Bloodlust is more valuable. That would also be fine.
Dire team pick.
But the fact that Deep Knight can be taken off. Okay, Bane. That's a decent save with a Nightmare too. Can play a little bit more aggressively.
Nice BKB piercing disable. Amazing early game laner.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of merit to the Bane pick here.
Oh, geez, though. I mean, that's Bane into press the attack. So, like, the Nightmare is really good, obviously, because, like, during duels, you can just, like, slap on the Nightmare and that kills it. But you can also just press the attack off the Fiend's Grip. That's pretty painful.
Yeah. You know, maybe the thought is the counter initiation tool, right? LC is going to be on the front lines for Aster in theory. Jumps in, catches a duel. That's your opportunity to hit back with a Fiend's Grip or a Nightmare or whatever it is.
Yeah, but they're, I don't know. It feels like they're just picking more single target initiation against a Legion Commander. We already saw the problems that last game, too.
No, you're definitely right. It's a cause for concern as now the Ogre gets snagged.
5 seconds
So they will have the Bloodlust again. So far, Aster 3 for 3. Same lineup.
Now, they don't have the 10th pick this time for Aster. And, of course, Sumail is going to be getting his, like, #1 hero that he wants for the match mid. And that puts some pressure in terms of, like, heroes that you can... Like, I feel like Aster, like, Ember looks really good right now.
Mm-hmm.
Up against a Bane, it's pretty hard to get gripped, and then for CB, it's one of those go-to counters.
I was thinking Lena could be a safe mid for Aster.
Yeah, Lena's very common for like the team that has 9th pick. And Lena and DK are probably the 2 most common mids that you'll see. She has a lot of burst to go with Legion Commander too. So that's a very safe pick. And I think that is very strong still against the TB and the Weaver because you have enough burst damage down. So.
And she loves Bloodlust.
Yeah, she does. Bloodlust is great. So this should be either the crit hero or the S4 hero. It's going to be a Weaver or a crit Weaver. And it looks like it'll be a crit Weaver, more than likely with an S4 Underlord here. So benefits the Aura versus the Legion Commander. Some of that damage, but that's all plus damage. That doesn't really do much.
Yeah, that's
it's just a strong dead laner. Pretty much all they have. And potential save versus duel, but it's a bit rough.
They need a good frontliner here. They needed a beefcake that can basically do what the Ogre did last game. Be that positioning tool, get his body in the way so that Weaver and Terra Blade can kind of sit in the back and do their damage. So I like the idea of grabbing an offlaner like this.
Evil geniuses.
Doesn't help versus egg though.
That's definitely true. And now Monkey King picked up.
Not going to be a Bobica Monkey. Love to. This will be a Sylar Monkey King. He's been playing it quite a bit lately. Looks like, I think it's a hero he's still a little rusty on, at least in my opinion. It feels like he missed quite a few boundless strikes and leaps and stuff. I was a little harsh on the Hamburg. He had some questionable plays, but he's clearly getting better. He had some very good games too. I'm just being a little. So he's obviously probably more comfortable with it at this point too. And it plays very aggressively with Legion Commander. Last time we talked about how it was a very patient game. They had to like sit back and wait for this Void and this Tinker, and eventually it paid off. But in this game, they didn't need to wait at all. Yeah. I mean, lots of AoE, Boundless Strike plus Overwhelming Odds is a lot of instant burst damage from a very far range.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of control for Aster. They've got a lot of stuns, especially if they get a mid laner, like somebody like the Lena who also has another follow-up stun. Just great initiation, great ways to start fights. EG will once again... it was actually Aster that banned out the Pugna last game, so we will see him 6th banned again. Very smart choice. Big burst damage would allow Aster to siege. That's one thing they're kind of light on right now. They don't really have great pushing heroes.
Yeah, very safe laner too. Much like the
Evil Geniuses.
Time. And there she blows.
All right. So, I called one, but not a very bold prediction, I'd say.
Ban TA? I wonder what they're going to pick. It's amazing.
To be fair, I did call it before they banned the TA.
It's true.
What does EG want here, though? And I guess we'll find out. It's the Marana.
Okay, so this is what we wanted last game, and it got banned away. Felt like it was like kind of this more aggressive hero that would have fit them really well. Ooh, that is a styling mount. What? I think so cool. That's actually cooler than the really expensive.
Sumail is a stylish young man.
Oh,
I don't know if you've spent much time with him, but he is a fashionista.
He is. He's got those nice clothes, you know. Him and Bulba, they're really into it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Bulba went from wearing the same cargo shorts and ball cap every day to like Gucci sweatpants. The man.
We all grow up at some point, Trent.
Never thought he would.
One day we all graduate from the JCPenney catalog. That's true. What are you thinking here? Game 2, we thought EG were the dominant favorites when we came into this series. You know, on paper, now that we see the draft for Game 2, you think we're going to a Game 3, or do you like this Aster lineup?
10 seconds remaining.
Kind of initiations they have. They have so because this Weaver has been given the crit, that means he's going to try and get an Aghanims. A lot of the game comes down to if he actually gets it, to be honest, because it's a lot of single target bursts and damage from the Monkey King, the Lina, and the Legion.
Damn,
I think of
look at
just
that
like
ogre, dude.
Oh yeah, he's looking good.
Oh.
So I think the Aghanims on him will be really nice, as well as the position fly with his nightmares, and then S4. How many auras can he build? Which ones can he go for? They've gone for a pretty nice spread. Heavy magic damage coming out from the Phoenix, the Lina, and even Legion Commander with the overwhelming odds, plus an Ogre thrown in there. But then there's also physical. Might need a Crimson Guard versus like the Monkey King. Sylar gets farming here too. So on one respect, at least you can say, like, oh, well, both Pipe and Crimson Guard are great this game, but you also need to build both. And that can take a little bit of time there for S4.
Yeah. I actually like this Aster lineup a little more. I think it's a little bit more straightforward what they want to do. As long as they don't get pummeled in the lanes and it's relatively even going into the mid game, I think that it's much easier for them to find initiations. And I think their team fight is just easier to execute. A lot of AoE damage. And you've got Wukong's command, Phoenix Egg, things like that just really break up these team fights. For EG, they do have some great combos. And you've got the Mirana Bane, so you can set up for some arrows. And the pit from the Underlord can be an effective tool for that. There's certainly options for EG, but I think the ease of execution advantage is in favor of Aster for them.
Yeah, it's hard to go against them with the way that last game just. So.
Talk about composure, man.
So what happened last game that put EG on such a massive...
Prepare for battle.
The mid lane went very well. Matchup, this game, the matchup isn't crazy. It's Lina versus Mirana. Definitely higher kill threat, I would say, from the Mirana. She just like gray arrows catching you out when you're going for a last hit. That can be a deciding factor, as well as the fact that it's Bane and Mirana. So if Fly and Sumail really get rolling, that could be nice for them.
I mean, didn't it really just come down to mid-game team fights for the last game? Just fighting around their cooldowns for Aster?
It did eventually, but like that game should have been over, right? Like, why did the lanes go so bad? Because the lanes went horrendous for Aster. I can't really forget that. It was absolutely terrible. So things that happened was there were very good pull blocks coming out from EG. They completely stopped any sort of ability to control the lanes from the side of Aster, and it kind of snowballed quickly out of control because of that. So will they get that once again? They're going to be doing this classic evil maneuver where they always put Arteezy in the top lane on Radiant side. He always plays this off lane. Something they've been doing for like the better part of, it almost feels like a year and a half now at this point. I feel like it's like since post TI 6, I want to say. Like, I guess it's been that long that they've just always been up to this. I can remember back at like the Montreal LAN, they were doing these kind of plays, right? They had crit jungling on a Venomancer, and Arteezy's just always playing the off lane. That was how it was. So they feel good about this setup. They've got him paired up with the Bane, one of those better laners. So we'll see if he gets off to as good of a start as the previous match. And then how well can crit play around the S4 too, right? Like, you want a lot of kills on this support Weaver. You want to be a real bully.
Is there any merit to the Enfeeble on Bane these days, or is that just passed up?
It's pretty dead. The early levels are just terrible.
Yeah. Still scales pretty well, but...
I mean, level 1 used to be one of the best value points like in Dota. Now it's terrible.
Minus 30 is still, it's something.
Yeah, but it only lasts 8 seconds. It used to last like 20 at level 1.
I see. Yeah, the duration. Yeah, okay. Fair. Okay, well, mid lane. Lover on the Lina, Sumail on the Priestess of the Moon.
Yeah, here's that range. Can I get to the night? No, because they both use spells. Wow. What a time to play in the mid lane.
Treat Dota, baby. Up top, Phoenix LC versus the TB Bane. A lot of pressure on this Phoenix already. Always tough for the Phoenix in these first couple levels. Very low armor hero. Did get that ring of protection, but not one that will win these right-click wars.
I do like that, though. I think it's important to start with the ring. You know, sacrifice a little bit of gold on your other support. It means you have to buy everything, but...
Makes a big difference. And down bottom, we've got the Weaver Underlord combo. Pressure on Sylar. Not an easy lane for this Monkey King, though he's going to have some creeps pushing in. Underlord. So annoying in these early levels.
Yeah, they put some vision in here from the side of EG2 to spot, like if Fender wants to go over, go for kills or something like that, try and grab the creep wave around, much like Fly's doing up top. And partially why they're able to run RTZ up there like this, because the lane never looks sketchy at all, they just pull it back.
So how does the Weaver build in this kind of a situation before the Aghanims? Is it about the Aghanims rush, or are there some stops along the way before you get there?
Usually you want Spirit Vessel. Tends to be the one in this game. I don't really see anyone else building it, so that'll probably be the way to go for crit. I think ideally you want to give quite a bit over to... Even Underlords tend to be a little bit greedy, right? They just play this dead lane the whole time. There might not be as much space as they use for Weaver game.
I mean, that's the great thing about Underlord. Once he gets rolling, if he doesn't get completely zoned out, he just spams that Firestorm. Pretty easy farming hero.
Why again? Yeah, crit looks like they're actually going to try and put some damage in here, but life steal. Why is this starting to hurt here? Still just pulling right past this Phoenix, but does not have level 2. He's dead.
That's it. That's the first blood for Baboka.
Arteezy still grabs the wave, so at least there's that, but definitely needed the second level there. It's because he ditched the wave before when he did the pull, so he's just not getting any of this experience.
Great start for Aster.
Arteezy's still getting like total free from pulling this back.
Yeah, that's good for Arteezy, right? The LC also, no, not quite free farm. 8-2, but doing all right. How's our mid lane going? Slightly favored for Lover. Double damage is up on Sumail. 3 denies on the Lina now.
Yeah, if you don't get the kills on the Mirana, then the lane looks a little... And no one's rotating to secure that, too. Not many people that can handle the Lina in a pure 1v1, especially when he's getting this pressure on. They both have rune wards, it looks like, or... Actually, the dire one doesn't even... Scouting for potential... I was saying they must have thought Bane was going to be bottom. That's a really odd ward.
Fly continuing to play aggressive here in the top lane. Throwing right clicks onto Baboka. Did finally get his level 2. Nightmare's available. Just trying to make some space for old Arteezy. Back down bottom, how are things faring? Pretty okay for the Monkey King. Things getting slightly better for Sylar. 3 up on the Weaver now.
Yeah, it's kind of what last game looked like too, right? It was pretty calm, not a lot of kills to start off with, and they just started racking up quickly for EG. It was like 16-0 or something like that. And it felt like Aster just couldn't make any moves. It happens again. We still need that rotation from Fly. It just feels really unlikely that he's mid for a night arrow or something like that. Too busy trying to handle the waves up top there. So for now, the game just kind of stalls out.
Terrorblade, definitely not the hero you want to leave alone, especially against the Legion Commander. As we talked about in the last game, the overwhelming odds. Very good against TD. Just saw it right there. Arteezy getting low, forced back to the tower. Yeah,
meta's already been used, so he can play a bit more aggressively. Extra's best. Oh, like getting low here, but the double balance on Sylar. Can he stay up?
Looks like it. He's going to go for the run.
The bug.
70 HP, and the Firestorm will bring him down. S4 secures the kill, and even Fenrir, he might get finished off also. The bug gives him the vision, and Crit able to commit to find the kill. Meanwhile, up top, though, Fly does get brought down by Baboka.
Those are 5-minute kills, too, though, so they're going to secure both of those bounties in the bottom. And that means they'll go 3 for 1 on the bounties here.
Stuff for EG. Tip the scales in their favor. So it is tied up 2-2.
Ah, I was wondering why S4 didn't grab one, but Crit has the bottle too, so this lane is gonna be really hard to come back into. They can just keep bottling up here, grabbing that bottom rune as they have a ward now, fresh plant from Fly. He's gonna stick around, gonna spot Lover coming through, but yeah, get him.
Not quite.
Back you go.
Bane's just a little too slow.
And there's a ward on the courier now here as well for Lover, because they know this Bane's coming through. So they deliver one over. They'll plant it on the right side. It is just outside that center.
Be close.
So bottom, they have bugs ready once again for Crit. I would just imagine they want to hop on Sylar once more.
Level 2 Firestorm. Some pretty decent damage to Sylar to start things off. No bugs from Crit, but
I like
a couple of love taps.
He's holding it until they know they have a kill threat too.
It's a long cooldown. 44 seconds at level 1.
No chance to get a pull here either. Might have had one, actually. They want to use the siege, though. They're going to try and push this wave down. Ash pressure.
Sylar has done a reasonably good job trying to farm through all this pressure. Kind of low.
See if they can keep this catapult up or not.
Sylar trying to focus it down. Battle with the siege creep.
Same time, they've also popped the meta in the top lane, so double pressure happening here with both a little bit low, but the rotation will be forced to the bottom. That's where Lover's going to come.
And they go in onto S4. LSA, Laguna Blade to start things off, and S4 gets destroyed.
In the top lane, that's where Sumail went, so they'll get the kill on the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Advantage Aster, though, creating a core for support, I suppose. But at the same time, more space for crit is never going to be a bad thing. I'm imagining that you want basically equal fire monster. Like, it's fine sacrificing for an Underlord, if that's what it means, to boost up your Weaver, and then S4 comes in and refills the bottom support. Great, so...
Definitely feeling that experience difference. The level 5 Weaver compared to the level 3 Ogre.
Dire's middle
Playing a little easier for Evil right now.
Yeah, he even runs to the trees there and puts that ward down. Fly and both guys.
Oh, there's the arrow.
Tussle.
5-second stun from Sumail. Easy layup there. There'll be another kill for Evil Geniuses.
Lover still survives though. Very nice for their big game push here. I imagine he's going to start playing around with that Leech Commander soon.
Having a pretty good start. Number 1 on net worth right now. About 200 up on Sumail's Marana.
And that Laguna comes back just in time as the duel is almost up here for Leech. Crit will find the room bottom with his bottle. Great start for him.
Looks like Medallion. Potentially Solar Crest going to be his...
Oh, I like that too. That's a little bit more aggressive. Well, I guess it can go either way with the Urnite. They're both rather aggressive builds, but certainly damage heavy in this case.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Not bad against the Monkey King.
And Arteezy's been completely forced to jungle up here, though. He can't even come up to this wave, so... Some slight problems, because that means Fly is also pushed back, and he's actually going to find himself a Hellbear, so Fly will be very happy with that. He needs the XP desperately. He's just trying to get to level 4.
Now down bottom, rotation from Sumail. There's the Starstorm, and Fenrir will get brought down. Last auto attack from Sumail secures it. Nice rotation, easy kill.
Yeah, Fly gets the mid. So this is all before Tome. They will probably have both supports at least close to 6. Fly racks up the mid. And a TP, force from the Lina. She has to actually just cancel it, so a little bit painful in that regard. Yeah, Crit just wants to keep up that pressure. He wants to force more attention down here if possible.
Stunned up. 4 right there. 6 now on the Underlord. Grabs that second point in the Atrophy Aura. Very even laning stage here, Trent. EG with a slight advantage, but so much more even than last game. And now we'll see a freebie mid lane. That's Lover with a Laguna. And Fly will take a tumble. Not ideal, the Bane.
Yeah, that,
Lena now.
Yeah, one of the problems we're trying to soak up. Gotta make sure you don't just feed away the kill, or it just really ruins everything that you were building. Fly will be able to get the tome in 10 seconds, so he'll be 6, and then he can smoke over a kill. Crit gets hit there with the Laguna, but...
The LSA,
oh, sorry, the LSA.
So if he had a Laguna, that would have been a kill.
Like that. That would be great.
Battle of the Bounties.
We go. Money to burn. Unseen.
It's like Aster will be able to grab 2, 3 of the 4. Still got one up top here, but actually just enough to tip the scales back in their favor.
I'm gonna go for the kill here with Sumail up top. XSS seems to be aware of it though. I mean, they've had a lot of rune visions though. Might know, I'm not sure.
15 seconds on this invisibility rune.
I guess in the end, he just knows flies into the area, so it's always a risk. As for still really long, you guys. A little bit dicey. Has a lot of damage though. If they end up being able to do like a TP. It is certainly stacking up from the...
Lover and Baboka making the rotation down bottom as Crit TP's mid.
They're kind of trying to force a fight with the egg here. Ideally, they don't even want to have to use the egg. They just want to like take down this tower with the force in here. But similarly in the mid lane, I mean, you're going to lose your mid tower for this.
Yeah, EG are just going to split it up into mid. No meta. They force the glyph straight away, and down bottom, Aster aren't even at the tower yet. Up top, looks like XXS. Almost initiated on.
The egg. Okay, yeah. Plus he's already super low.
For S4. Or onto S4, rather.
So they get what they wanted anyway, even though the Lina had to go back mid. So good plays there from Aster.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Another
under
distribution of
attack.
resources.
Pressure this tower. Well done by XXS up top, though, continuing the play with that defensive posture.
Yeah, he's just holding. Like, that was a lot of wasted time for Vayne and Mirana. That certainly cannot be understated.
Amel kind of shot the somewhat scouting arrow, hoping to hit the LC, sidestepped it. The whole thing pretty easy. Some decent damage on that bottom tier 1. Do defend the tier 1 mid very easily. 800 HP there.
Oh, I don't like this no spirit vessel. I guess he's trying to rush the Ags. And he really wants it, but versus like a Monkey King, that spirit vessel feels so good. Versus Sunray,
Radiant's middle
it's a
tower
clutch
is
item.
under attack.
It does give them roach potential though with the medallion, so you know there's trade-offs for sure. And maybe he's hoping someone else can go for it, but they're smoked up here. It is scanned, so good play here from the Radiant. There's no Moonlight Shadow yet, and they do not have the point.
Zoom out and fly, still pretty far forward. This rotation could actually work for Aster. Smoke's still not broken.
Let's say Fly's gonna tank.
Level 6 Bane, but he's just gonna get brought down. Laguna Blade, no messing around for Lover. Mirana does make it back.
Illusions were just hitting mid from the TV though. Arteezy keeps up the pressure in the bottom lane. S4 and Crit just holding power. But it feels like it's Aster who are connecting on a couple of these kills as of late. Still a little bit of a net worth lead for the Radiant side, but I'm still waiting on this rotation from XSS. Want to see some dual damage done. He has the Blink Dagger gold, so likely about to see that smoke in action here.
So far, this LC has played so well. Great positioning. Only picked up 1 assist, but he's found a lot of farm in his first 13 minutes. Monkey King right now, the one for Aster that needs some recovery. He is going to go for the Battle Fury. He just has it queued up. Ring of Health already secured, but
yeah, they only build Battle Fury. It's like all I see from them.
he's going to get initiated on here. S4 starts things off as the Weaver comes in. A Boundless Strike will break it up, and they force a TP from the Lina.
Up top, there we are, Fiend's Grip.
Commander unlikely to survive this one as the Starstorm connects. Sumail secures a killing spree for himself. Much needed kill on that LC indeed.
And they're going to bring up Arteezy too, out of the TPs. So he is the Dragonlance. They have the meta if they want to try and secure this one down. And there's not enough counter pressure in the mid lane or anything to really worry them. S4 still continuing to hold the old dead lane, as our Slam Pajama would say. And Arteezy's going to now force that tower up top. No glyph here. This one is done to the Zoe. Crit gets dusted and Yule's up in the air here. Oh,
Wowzers.
Goodness, that level 2 Laguna against that poor Weaver.
So that's the bug zapper right there.
Stat items. This guy has under 700 HP.
Yep, Laguna does a cool 650, so you hit him with 1 spell and it's pretty much a guaranteed kill. Sylar lingering in the trees here. Does have his perseverance.
S4's gonna try and bail out of here.
The right call, I think. Dark Rift.
You want to my home though, and they just don't even spend anything, so
this sort of goes both ways. He survives, but we'll have to walk.
there is a nightmare behind the tower. They're trading it back and forth. There wasn't actually an arrow coming anyway, so it won't be a big deal. But Arteezy finally secures the mid tower. So he's just going objective A, objective B, trying to secure the Roche area for EG. And again, that medallion, you really want to take Roche. I feel like that's a big part of getting this medallion early on.
Well, it seems like they're positioning for it. Tier 1 top and mid taken down, so opens up a pathway into that enemy jungle. Great ward coverage for EG as well. A lot of vision into that enemy space.
It's so painful in its support role. Like, when it's a carry role, it's different. You're just like sitting on waves and stuff all the time. But I'm watching Crit try and like rotate from lane to lane, and my god, he's just wobbling around at 280. It is very hurtful.
Down bottom, Aster looking to finish off this tier 1 tower as XXS cuts the wave. Looks like they'll be able to bring it down. Nobody inbound to mount the defense. So S4 does have his Vanguarding coming.
Oh, nice balance strike there. Gonna stop me nightmare. Oh, yeah, tries to
almost connect.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
You miss all the shots you don't take. If they connected there, probably would have been a kill, but now a duel on the fly. No way to stop that one. They will get a kill on the side of Aster as they defend that tier 2 tower. They did also finish off the tier 1 down bottom.
I like the no hesitation with XSS. Instantly onto that Bane.
Arcane Rune also bottled up by the Lina. A happy fire lady.
I can't believe Sumail is still so close to net worth. I feel like he's just been lurking in trees so often. They almost get a kill here up top. Medallion, they get damage.
Will get brought down. The bottom lane, they're docking onto S4. Got to do the blade. This Underlord's in a lot of trouble. Yule Scepter will prevent the escape. Big boy gets brought down. So 1-for-1 across the map. But advantage for Evil Geniuses as they do bring down that carry.
Yeah, as well as this tower more than likely, but XSS is scared by the ward. So that's why you see Crypt playing so defensively. He's going to put the medallion onto Sumail. He's worried about a potential jump there.
Lover nearby, and there it is. He does get off one lead, but it's right into the LSA, and they will get this kill onto the Mirana.
Good God, that was greedy.
Yeah.
My God.
And the deny on the tower. Nicely done by Lover. It's a twofold victory there, Trent.
I mean, you saw what Sumail was doing, right? Like, he had his finger on the lead. He's so ready. He's like, yeah, I know this is coming. I know what's happening. I'm going to force this guy to try and blink on top of me. And he still gets caught. Like, they had the vision. The Weaver played back. They put the medallion on him.
They knew. KB not far away for this Lina. Yule's straight into magic immunity. Only a sign that she wants to fight. Going for the greedier Bloodstone build here. And the upgraded Spirit Vessel. Got to be there for Phoenix. A little more farming to do for that Vitality booster, but not far away.
Yeah, with GPM talent all too long. Crit seems to have tempered himself. You're going to pick up a Solar Crest instead. So the evasion, very helpful for sure, especially up against the duels. It's a little bit of a save mechanic.
Yeah, but like you said, it's all about that Aghanims.
It's so expensive though. Like, and I think he's not snowballing. This guy bought a super early medallion and he has 1 kill. That is not enough when you go this build. Like, you want like 4 or 5 kills or something.
Radiant are scanning.
Radiant scan, I can't believe that didn't hit Sylar. He's like walking through it.
Right on the edge.
And that's a smoke thing. Okay, they're gonna see the jump down. So now they can hop on the Sylar. They're gonna need an arrow though. I don't think they can Nightmare first.
Radiant structures are
Level 3 Pin of Malice, but no follow-up.
And they're going to counter-rotate. Seeing a couple heroes down bottom. They know this guy's all alone, but Crit should realize this is coming.
Easiest hero to catch, but Legion Commander, a great one for it. They've got the dust as the Moonlight Shadow comes out. Crit trying to make it into the trees. XSS
time lapse.
Almost grabs him, but Crit just a little too sneaky. Meanwhile, down bottom, Sylar does finally get caught, and they will get the kill on the Monkey King. So EG gotta be happy with that.
Oh, Fenrir cannot get back there. He's just I saw him hungry for it. He's gonna try and wrap around on this Weaver, and again, Crit. He seems to escape here. A lot of wasted time. These heroes up top costing the Monkey King his life.
Serious space creation. The bottom's tier 1 does get finished off. TP in from Baboka.
It looks good though. He can find a nice egg. Oh, they're TP and they want this. And EG wise and they dark retreat. Oh, guys, come with me. Sumail, where are you going?
He's going back to farm, baby.
Yeah, they want to go kill top though, but they've left some wards here, so maybe able to scout a lot of these rotations. They even TP fly. They have a smoke, so they're just going without Sumail. But the smoke was spotted, it looked like, and yeah.
Where are they going? Looks like it's a Roche play. No, just checking the pit.
Oh, so those are dire sentries. My bad. They don't have
EG be able to find the target they want, though. Sylar farming nearby, and he's going to walk right into it. Monkey King not going to be able to survive that one. Good rotation from Evil Geniuses. Crimson Guard now secured on the Underlord, and they will walk right into the pit. So just as bounty runes come out, it looks like EG will get all 4 bounty runes.
20 minutes in. Oh no, Aster got him. He's talking.
Oh, that damn bottle. The bottle didn't use. That's on me. Sorry there, Trent. But they do secure the road.
Yes. The Solar Crest finally pays off.
Absolutely.
Of course, they probably didn't need it because they have TV, but that's all right.
Aegis on the TV, though, and his BKB on the horizon. So some core items around the corner for EG. 4K net worth lead as well.
Or just run. Not much they can do. And yeah, you see it's starting to creep up a little bit there for EG now. Of course, last game they had a much larger lead, and it didn't end all too well for the Gene. Got a couple dunce caps from that one, I'd have to say. But this time we'll see if they can close out some objectives, perhaps a little bit earlier. The vision game was a real problem last time, and once again they're up against both of these GPM supports. This Ogre has Brown Boot, right, at 21 minutes. And then once he actually has the GPM down, it'll just get better from there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll have to get level 10. Definitely kicked in for the Phoenix, though.
Oh, he breaks into Sumail. I don't know if he didn't know he knew he was back there. Wow, what a ward.
Arrow connects on the Phoenix. They will find the duel onto Fly. Is the follow-up going to be there in time? He does get the bonus damage. Close call.
0-1. All right. So start of this series, all I could think about was, who's this guy? You know, how's this love you, love me FTD guy gonna do up on the main stage? You know, he's been playing on teams for a while, sure, but he's never made it to this caliber, right? Like majors and everything like that. Not really the forte of Further Dream in the past couple of years, but he's been doing great today. Like 6-0-1, he's looking solid.
Oh, it's been a great showing.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Game 1 as well. Very impressive performance.
But RTZ is putting the pressure on the bottom lane. He's a 10-second BKB mentioned, and that's going to be enough to dissuade the side of Aster from making their way on over. They're just going to farm up a couple items for themselves, looking towards BKB. What else? What turns this game here?
I'm a little worried about this Monkey King right now. Sylar is just now picking up the Battle Fury, has the gold for it. So he will start to recover, but it's been a little bit of a rough kind of early mid-game for him. Lowest on the net worth of the cores.
0-4-4.
Not where the Monkey King wants to be.
Yeah. And he's been sent to the bad lane.
What's what happens when you go to the Battle Fury? You are the target. You're the weak one. Fenrir now gets initiated on, but LC jumps in, catches a nice duel on the Weaver, and it's just enough damage to finish him off. Supernova as well, deployed on the side. Trying to chase down Sylar. This Monkey King will actually get brought down. Double kill for RTZ.
Poor Sylar, man.
Oh, he couldn't even buy the Battle Fury before. Oh, man. Still has the gold, but it's kind of a bummer.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, EG going to get a freebie in the mid. That tier 2 tower. Get brought down by the Metamorphosis Terrorblade. Still has the Aegis in tow, by the way.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
11-12, but a nice lead for EG. All of the outer towers down for Aster, and they've only killed one themselves, so EG are just controlling this map right now.
Yeah, it feels like Aster maybe just had to be a bit more aggressive with the Legion and the Lina. Didn't feel like they were able to get like the hunts that they really wanted to. Sure, this guy's 6-0-1, but it feels like he had to do a lot this game to get himself kind of like this mid-game lead.
Jiva's Guard up next on them.
Very good enemy against the Terrorblade. A lot of vision in these fights too.
Moonlight Shadow, they jump in on the XXS, and he gets obliterated. Now they move in on the Ogre. Fenrir trying to make it away, does get up to the high ground. A great pick from EG. Good use of that Moonlight Shadow. More damage onto S4. Also getting into pipe territory if that's what he wants. And there it is. We'll queue it up right now.
EG just playing far more aggressive because, you know, they're actually playing on the enemy side of the map and bullying a little bit when they have that Aegis and advantage going here. So
almost felt like last game the early lead EG picked up worked against them, where they got maybe too confident, resting on their laurels because they had such a massive lead.
Sure.
You know, I think sometimes in games where it's a little bit more even, you have that extra pressure. Say, hey, we need to find an advantage. We need to give ourselves one. Compared to, hey, we've already got the advantage. Let's just farm through it.
And we're still just like holding BKB for Sumail, right? And it's still 9 seconds for RTZ, so feeling quite confident, I would say.
You think Monkey King is regretting this Battle Fury? I know it's kind of their signature thing.
I have looked at so many of their games, and maybe I missed one, but I don't know if I've ever seen him not build Battle Fury.
Yeah.
It feels like that's just the way to, obviously, like, Bovica is not support, but I mean, in terms of the core Monkey King, that just seems to be the way that they feel like the hero is better. They don't like the Echo Saver and the Shadow Blade or anything.
Just seems so slow. Like you can play around it, especially against the Terrorblade. Like Arteezy puts so much pressure on when that Monkey King is.
He's trying to get an answer to TV in terms of like if this game goes late.
That's true for sure. Need to get there though. Miss the dual initiation. No, comes out. This is a pretty chaotic fight now. Kong's command flies. They'll use XXS first, but a big supernova starting most of EG. Can they actually find these kills? The Terrorblade getting off Laguna, and they've got the damage.
No thunder.
Aster actually holding on to this team fight. They did use a buyback onto XXS, and now they might be able to grab S4, sidesteps the arrow, but it actually does connect onto the Phoenix.
Teasy unable to get that Sunder off. Hard to believe. Like, it felt like S4 was just buying so much time with all those auras. I thought they were going to win that fight.
Yeah.
Like, look at the damage done from Aster to only get a single kill. You're looking at 8.2k. But likewise, I mean, all this damage turned out, they only killed the LC.
It was all spread though, right? You look at the damage. It's the Monkey King, a lot of it from the Wukong's command. Of course, the Supernova went off, doing a fair bit of damage there. But hard to get it concentrated.
The buyback will still put EG further ahead though. But it just means some time where TB's off the map. Maybe they try and close the gap between the Lina and him.
That was a pretty scary team fight, though, in the sense that it was relatively even, and I would have expected EG to just kind of roll them in that kind of a scenario, especially after the way it started. Fenrir will walk into the enemies and get taken out. Another freebie for EG.
Just to close in on the Aghanim Scepter, too. As well as that Pipe Rest for the Force, so they're going to be quite a bit stronger in a bit here. I mean, the Ags just changes everything, right?
It's like 13 off. That's so scary.
Agsing TB is just another Sunder.
Yeah.
And it's a much easier to execute one that doesn't require enemy heroes.
Yeah. 16-second cooldown as well. It's upgraded. Good old time lapse. BKB going to be coming out for LC. And Shiva's now queued up on the Phoenix. Are they going double Shivas? Oh, it actually looks like they are. Both Lina and Phoenix.
That feels like a bit of a miss. I mean, it's fine. It's not a big deal because Boba's just gonna like. It's really good for the eggs. You guarantee the aura. The fights have been very split anyway, so maybe it'll just be.
I mean, they both really need armor. I think that might be part of the decision.
Yep.
A lot of physical damage. That medallion or solar crest, I guess, is pretty painful if you don't have any kind of armor item.
It's definitely not a big. There's not really any better items for the either.
Allies disappear.
Moonlight Shadow. They're going to look for this initiation onto Aster. Arteezy in the front line, doing a fair bit of damage as he pops the BKB. Lina uses hers, but there's a Fiend's Grip there. She'll be the first casualty of the fight. The rest of Aster just desperately trying to make it back to the high ground. Sumail wants to finish off Baboka. Can't quite find it, though. Great fight for EG, and now they're going to start poking at this high ground. No buyback available on the Lina. This will be a 4v5 for the next 50 seconds. Big opportunity for EG to do some damage.
Yeah, this is definitely a tier 3. There's no way they should be able to hold this. Maybe they can try and drive them back with kind of a desperation tag. Boca looks like he's kind of prepping for it. They don't have enough AoE to cover it without the Lina.
Whip's already been used. Still 30 seconds on the Lina. Here's the initial. LC jumps in onto the Terror Blade. That's taking a lot of damage. Wukong's command comes out. The egg will go off, but the rest of Aster have been completely obliterated. And that's going to be it. It's the GG. That was their all-in, and they did not make it work.
That's pretty rare to see a GG that early when you're just losing your first set. I mean, they probably lost them anyway, so I thought the general heroes go down, but not waiting for the buyback on the Lina to fight. I guess you didn't have it, so couldn't wait for the respawn. Wow. And it just kind of ends on a flash, but
much different than game number 1. Probably more in line with what we would have expected game 1 to go. Relatively even lanes, then EG is just able to min-max their way through the mid-game.
Difference is that game, Sylar never caught back up. So, and much harder to have an impact on those fights too, especially as a Monkey King compared to a Chronosphere. Big difference, right? Before the guy even had a damage item, he could still help out in a lot of those engagements and try and bring Aster back from the brink. And EG just looked like they were playing